Yo, what's up? This is Toru. Welcome back or welcome to ProducerHead. Today's loop features Fog Chaser from episode 55. I think it's something worth revisiting on a regular basis, this idea in a world where we're constantly chasing numbers. And I think it's important to keep in mind that those numbers are largely beyond your control, whether or not you obtain them. And to be careful about how much time you spend thinking about those numbers and things that are beyond your control, because that is time that you could be putting towards things that you do control. So thank you to Fog Chaser for sharing this with us. As always, this is accompanied by a little bit of writing that I've done to expand on this idea and to help us work through our processes as producers, musicians, and so on. Without further ado, here is Fog Chaser. To some extent, now that you do have the subscriber base that you have, do you feel a sense of pressure and expectations?
I think there are moments when I do. Part of it is like, I had thread this somewhat carefully, which is to say that like I've caught myself like, if I'm writing something that maybe is a little bit outside of what I normally do, I kind of stop myself because I'm like, oh, people might not like this. So I think what happened is, and it makes sense, but I've sort of did this to myself, is I've sort of boxed myself into this like healing, meditative sounds, chill, corner, for better or worse. And that's not really like all I want to do, and I don't want Fog Chaser to necessarily be like a singing bowl project. Like there's space for that, but I want to kind of push myself in ways. And I definitely like, I'll notice it, like, cause like I like to make beats sometimes, like, and if I drop something that's just a little bit more of a beat or more like a little less soft, I feel like some people some people like it and some people kind of like bristle maybe a little bit, but I do like, I try to remind myself that most people just want to support the work you're doing, and it all comes from the same brain, the same person, it's the same expression. And there are sensitivities or inclinations or sensibilities is the word I'm thinking of, that I have as a musician that are going to come through probably in most of what I write as Fog Chaser. So yeah, but as it's grown, I do catch myself sometimes thinking like, is this going to land, or is that like too weird? Is that, I don't know. Like that's a dangerous game to play because it's not real. When you start to worry about your subscriber number or growth or pleasing everybody, that's kind of the death knell, I think, for a project. Like, you got to really watch it, but I have felt that a few times, and it's you got to catch yourself and just try to reframe it, and try to find that balance.